Do 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 do. Josh's Order Corner.
That's me. It is a great day to be alive because we got this right here from our good friends at Theated by Redrum. Show you there what I'm talking about. Theated by Redrum. That is Murder by Death Backwards. And this is one of my absolute all-time favorite bands. If they come around, I see them live. If they release something, I support them however I can. The only thing I haven't done is their Patreon. But whenever I hear about what they do in their Patreon, I consider it. So at some point, I'll probably end up doing it. Now, this is their most recent release, and it is not a full-length album of original materials. Here we have a little flyer that says "This doesn't suck," which is absolutely true because this has been available on some streaming services. So I've heard it, and I know that it does not suck. And it also has tour dates on the back. So they are getting ready to hit the road June 3rd through September 10th. They are stopping in Cleveland on September 5th. I already have tickets for the Grog Shop show. The Grog Shop, one of the best venues of all time. Get rid of the box. Here, my friends, we have 10 inches of goodness. That's what she said. Murder by Death, As We Wish. So Murder by Death has done this As You Wish series for quite some time. And in the As You Wish series, they would let fans pick songs for them to cover. Usually it was tied to like a Kickstarter campaign or something like that. Their last album, they decided to do a little bit differently, and they were going to do As We Wish, which is songs that they chose. So get this on out of here. I believe it's just on 180 gram wax. Yeah, it is. A 180 gram virgin vinyl pressing. All songs by Murder by Death, recorded by Murder by Death. Sides A and B here. As We Wish. So this is volume 4 in the series. On this right here, we have Waltz 2, originally done by Elliott Smith. Highwaymen, which you see they get the cover art for, originally done by the Highwaymen, which is like Chris Christopherson, Johnny Cash, Waylon Jennings, and Willie Nelson. The Logical Song by Supertramp, Unravel by Bjork, Ecstasy versus Adam Ant by They Might Be Giants. We have Heavens by Yes, and Creep by TLC, which is a very interesting cover. I think Highwaymen is my favorite one on this. I love that song in general. I mean, that's like the original supergroup, right? So there we go. There we go. Their commercials to advertise this were also amazing. And what am I going to do with it? I'm going to spin it, obviously, but I'm going to add it to this right here, which I know there's some bubbling on it. I don't know why that happened, but whatever. This is the Murder by Death As You Wish box set. This contains all of the previous As You Wish records. All right, Murder by Death dropped their first album under that name in 2002, and that was like The Exorcist, but with more breakdancing. And since then, they've been really consistent with their releases. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes. So 10 albums have been released since 2002 of original material. They've also done some EPs. They've done these As You Wish records. So they have a very extensive catalog. Spellbound was the last album, was released in 2022. It is a great record that I really need to get more familiar with. Their touring. I'm going to have to know every word to every song, damn it. But what they've done in the past with these As You Wish is put them into this nifty box set. As I get them all out here. Pow, pow. So there we have part 1, part 2, and part 3 with the nice animated cover, giving them all a little caricature kind of vibe. Put the lid on it here. But Josh, what songs have they covered in the past? Well, I'm glad you asked because I'm going to tell you whether you like it or not. I'll tell you the artist and some of the songs. How about that? In Excess, Sam the Sham and the Pharaohs, Scout Niblet, Tom Watts, Kenny Rogers, Elliott Smith, Louis Armstrong, The Tea Party, Motorhead, Murdy City Devils, The Misfits, Weezer, Wilson Phillips, Sentence, Lucky Jukebox Brigade. That was on Volume 1. Volume 2, Road to Nowhere by the Talking Heads. They do an amazing job on that one. Smokey Robinson and the Miracles, Willie Nelson, The Animals, Florence and the Machine, Only in Dreams by Weezer. That's another great one. Nico Case, Van Morrison, Bruce Springsteen, Those Poor Bastards, David Bowie, The Proto Men, The Gaslight Anthem, The Tragically Hip, Joel, Who Will Save Your Soul, pretty solid. Dog Fashion Disco, Bruce scored with Jonas Rensky. In Volume 3, Megadeth, Dead Man's Party by Oingo Boingo. It's awesome. I want to hear that in Cleveland. That would make me so happy. Tom Petty, Fleetwood Mac, Radiohead, Leonard Cohen, Daryl Scott, Edith Piaf, I don't know who that is to be honest, Iron Maiden, Against Me, Pints of Guinness Make You Strong, and Frank Turner. Oh, and also Meatloaf and Prince. The Meatloaf one is a duet with Samantha Crane, and then Purple Rain by Prince. Classic. So, whoop, whoop. Listen to this band. They are phenomenal. Go to Pizza Lupo. I haven't gotten to go there, but I recommend that you check it out and tell me how good it is. It's their pizza shop. And the dream shows are they play at the Stanley every year, the Stanley Hotel. I need to go to that show. They also do a cave show in Tennessee that I would love to go to. I had tickets for it a couple years ago, but unfortunately, I had to sell those. Whew. Long video. Merbedeth is a great band. I highly recommend you check them out, start to finish. Like, just start at the beginning of their catalog and listen through their progression as musicians. It's amazing. When they added more strings, they've always had their cello player Sarah. She's always been like such a necessary part of the band. She brings such an amazing sound to them. But they've added the violin. When they added their what is his name? I'm drawing a blank on his name now, but their keyboard player, he plays trumpet, he plays everything. He does production on albums as well. He did production on one of the Furnace Fest Band's albums. I don't remember who it is. I'm not going to dig into it, but check them out. Listen to As We Wish, and let me know what you think. Until next time.